Some people live as digital ghosts in our loud online world. They choose to use no profile pictures and never share personal updates. This is not out of technical ignorance or being old-fashioned. It is a conscious decision about how they manage their visibility and identity. Psychology links the absence of a profile picture to a strong desire for identity control. These individuals refuse to let a single static image represent their entire being. For them, identity is a fluid process that should not be reduced to a thumbnail. This mindset is a reflection of what psychologists call contextual identity. Their need for external social validation is remarkably low. Likes, comments, and followers are not their primary source of dopamine. They do not define their personal value based on digital metrics or numbers. They possess a powerful internal locus of control regarding their self-worth. Their happiness is built on internal standards, not a digital audience's applause. This independence makes them highly resistant to social manipulation and trends. For them, privacy is much more than just a protective shield. They view privacy as a strategic tool of personal and psychological power. They are deeply aware of the long-term consequences of digital permanence. They prioritize long-term psychological safety over short-term social visibility. They are perfectly comfortable remaining undefined or ambiguous to the public. They completely reject the constant pressure to perform for an online audience. Their focus consistently remains on substance and meaning rather than surface appearance. They have successfully escaped the psychological trap of the spotlight effect. They realize that most people aren't actually monitoring them as closely as they think. This realization grants them a rare and powerful sense of mental freedom. Instead of being performers, they choose to be quiet observers of life. They analyze group dynamics and behavior patterns before they ever decide to engage. They maintain a strict policy of selective accessibility with their personal lives. They don't allow just anyone to have visual or personal access to them. This is not social avoidance, but a form of conscious personal filtration. They value living in the present moment over providing digital proof of their experiences. When they are in a special moment, they don't feel the urge to reach for their phone. They know that a memory feels deeper when it is lived, rather than recorded. They process their emotions internally instead of seeking external feedback. This ability to stay calm is a sign of high-level emotional regulation. They possess self-concept clarity, a stable and clear sense of who they are. They do not need digital feedback to confirm their own value or existence. They have mastered the discipline of digital minimalism in a distracted age. They refuse to waste their cognitive bandwidth on mindless social media scrolling. They channel their mental energy only toward things that promote deep learning and growth. For them, keeping a sense of mystery is a way to protect their inner peace. They believe that a life that isn't shared cannot be easily stolen or judged. They are naturally immune to the psychological trap of social comparison. They do not measure their own reality against someone else's highlight reel. This independence sharpens their critical thinking and keeps their mind autonomous. They follow their own internal standards instead of following viral trends. They consistently choose what is functional and meaningful over what is temporarily popular. While others shout for attention, they are content to watch in silence. They understand that staying silent can be more powerful than saying everything. They are not antisocial. They simply have very high standards for connection. They seek authentic human signals rather than curated digital images. Their trust is difficult to earn because it is based on real-world behavior. In a world of masks, they choose the quiet power of being authentic. Their inner world is far more active and rich than their digital profile suggests. They refuse to let themselves become just another product for the algorithm. They quietly establish their own rules in the middle of the digital age. If you see an empty profile, it often signals a person of deep thought and control. Always remember that the strongest presence is sometimes the most invisible. Being unseen is a strategic form of self-protection, not a lack of confidence. They are the ones who have abandoned digital chaos to find mental clarity. Real power is the ability to exist fully without needing the world to see you.